Hello, welcome to Stampin' by Hannah. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK, and I'm so happy you've chosen to join me for the final Christmas countdown video of 2017. I have loved bringing you these videos every week, and I really hope that you've enjoyed them. I have a full playlist of all of my Christmas countdown videos, which you can find over on my main channel. And this final project is a cracker. How cute is it? It's square, and it does have a snapper in it. I have not pulled this one, and I'm not going to pull this one either, but I know it does have a snapper in it, and it will, the paper will rip and it will go bang. You could, I haven't put anything in mine other than that snapper, but I'm sure you can find some chocolates and other things to go in them. They're so cute. And I'm going to share with you exactly what I did to make it. So this one uses the Painted Autumn Designer Series paper, which may or may not still be available as you watch this. It is on the retiring list, and it will be while stocks last. It's so pretty though. And I've got another one of our Christmas papers here. This is the All Around the World Designer Series paper. It has some fabulous Christmas phrases on the opposite side, but I love that. How pretty is that? Just beautiful blue spotty paper. So, and this is also on the retiring list and will be available while stocks last. So, shall we get started? The first thing we're going to need is our Simply Scored. And I have cut this paper already to 6 inches by 5.5, or if you're going to do the metric version is a little bit smaller. It's 15 centimetres by 13 centimetres. And the reason for that is that if I kept it exactly the same size, the measurements in metric were bizarre. It was like so many centimetres point this. Oh no, let's keep things really simple, shall we? So the metric version is a little bit smaller, but it's just as cute. So we are going to score on the long side first at 1 inch, 1.5 inches, 2, 4, 4.5 and 5, which is 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 10.5, 11.5 and 12.5 centimetres. I'm going to turn it around onto the short side and score at 1.25, 2.5, 3 3/4 and 5 inches, or 3, 6, 9 and 12 centimetres. So we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to gently, just with our fingers, fold on here. So, oh, I do hope you guys are ready for Christmas. I am not at all. I've spent the last few weekends, I've spent 2 weekends in November away with Stampin' Up. One for Stampin' Up on stage and one for a team leaders training event, which was fabulous. But it means that I am not ready for Christmas at all. But I am ready for the new year and Sale-a-bration and all the fabulous things that are coming in January. And, you know, I would love for you to be part of that. There are lots of things coming in January, and I don't know whether, I'm still weighing up whether you'd be better off waiting to become a part of Stampin' Up and Demonstration now and getting pre-order, or whether you'd be better off waiting until January for the fabulous Sale-a-bration deals. I actually think it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. So if you are thinking about becoming a Stampin' Up demonstrator, do let me know. I'm sure you have lots of questions, and I can answer all of those for you. That's not a problem. There is a frequently asked questions section on my blog, which I will try and remember to point to. But shall we get on with this cracker? Because I can waffle and waffle about that all day long. So, off on a tangent, March Hannah, today. So, the trick to this cracker is one of my absolute favourite tools, and that is the envelope punch board. I love this. So, what we're going to do is we're going to insert our cracker. So we've got the 5.5 inch, no sorry, the 6 inch side at the top, and you've got a kind of skinny bit first. So we're going to fold that bit down, and we're going to insert this into our envelope punch board. Now the way I've worked this out, if you actually insert it so it measures up to the 4.5 inch mark, that is about right to get your punches in the right place. What you're looking for is you've got 3 score lines here. Can you see those? That middle one needs to line up with the centre of this punch. So if you put it in at 4.5, that's about right. So we're going to go punch. And we're going to punch on every single score line. So you're going to fold it in half again. And you're going to insert it back at 4.5. And punch again. And this is a little bit tricky because you are punching through 2 layers of designer series paper. You could do these out of cardstock and it's going to be even harder to punch through because you're going to have 2 layers of cardstock to punch, which can be a bit tricky. And we want to punch again for the final time on the kind of end bit. We're exactly the same on the other side. So when I'm going to turn it over and insert it at 4.5 again. And this way, although it looks a bit funny, I'm going to keep those in exactly the right place. So all the way down. These would look so cute on your Christmas table, or actually your Christmas tree. Wouldn't they be gorgeous on your Christmas tree? You did them in kind of designer series paper that matches your Christmas tree decorations. They'd be gorgeous. So we're just going to move all those little bits out of the way. And this, I'm thinking there's not enough bits there that will just come out of my punch board, but they're all stuck in the bottom. So that is what your cracker is going to look like now. Isn't that fab? So the next thing is we're going to just put some adhesive on that skinny edge. And I use fast fuse because I use fast fuse for everything. So a little bit there, some in the middle and one on the end. And then just fold that over. I'm going to just get that with my score line a bit. And there. So you now have your cracker shape. Now the final bit is to just squeeze those ends in so you've got your cracker. I'm going to use the shimmer ribbon in Pool Party to tie my bows around, and as you can see I've used Whisper White ribbon on this one. So I'm just going to attempt to tie a bow, because you know what I'm like with bows on camera. Never goes very well. This ribbon though is so pretty, and it does tie nice bows. I'm not promising I'm going to tie a nice bow. I might go for a nice knot actually. Shall we try a nice knot instead? That might be easier. Now you don't want to go too tight because obviously you are at risk of ripping that designer series paper. So I'll do exactly the same on the other one. On that other end. Obviously you would, anything you're going to put into your crackers you would do before you started to tie your knots. The only reason I'm not is because I haven't got anything in my crackers. It's easier to put the snapper in afterwards, just because I have trimmed mine. These come really long. Let me just show you these. Oh, I bought these off eBay. They're just cracker snappers, and they come really long. So all I've done is they're about, I think they're 27 or 28 centimetres long. So I've cut 7 centimetres obviously each side to make them 14 centimetres, which is about the length of our cracker, but slightly too long, I think. When I did this one I had to trim them off again. So let's put some fast fuse on each end of our cracker snap, and I'm going to insert that in because you've got quite a space between, and we're just going to adhere those just on the inside there and there, and that is my Stampin' Up cracker. Thank you ever so much for joining me here at Stampin' by Hannah. Anything you've seen in my video, except the cracker snappers, they're off eBay, can be purchased from my online store. Link, as always, is in the down bar below. Don't forget to shop the end of year sale. There are some fabulous bargains to be had. And I will see you again next time. Thanks ever so much for watching. Bye for now.